Harry enjoys venturing into the nearby grove. The woodland creatures come out to lend her company. The smallest eat from her basket while she takes in the serenity of it all.
Children of Morta is a story-driven action RPG developed by Dead Mage and published by 11-Bit Studios. The full game is planned for release later this year, but there was recently a time-limited demo released on Steam for anyone to try. My name's Liam McKelvey, and joining me to tell you all about the demo is the one and only Jake Kulkowski. How you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing very good. Just got off the back of the Children of Morta demo, which I think by the time this video is up, it will be over. It was only literally like a 72-hour long demo or something.
When they say time limited, they really meant it.
Yeah, and this is a company I didn't actually think were going to be kind of... worried about time limit and deadlines because they've been making this game for like 5 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw it was kickstarted back in 2014. It was meant to come out in 2015, then it got delayed to 2018, then it got delayed to 2019, but now it's finally got a release date, a demo. It's all looking good now.
Yeah, it is. I can't imagine how much work's gone into it, to be honest. Like, we went to EGX Res like earlier in the year, didn't we? And we kind of met one of the guys, and he was like... It felt like he had a really good grasp of everything inside the game, which normally is a sign that it's like a really small team, I guess. So I don't know how big the team is, but they've been working on it for ages, and like every year I search like best indie games or whatever. I'm looking for indie games, and this has caught my eye every single year for like from like 2015 onwards, I think. Yeah, so I finally played it, and it's fucking good, you know.
What if you've never heard of this game? What is like the gist of it?
Okay, so it's kind of this new thing that's become pretty in vogue at the moment, and it's like a roguelike game, but narrative-driven. And how do you make a narrative-driven game where you die over and over and over again? Well, it's quite cleverly told. It's basically the story of this land that's getting corrupted, and it looks like the source of the corruption could be something to do with this giant mountain. So this family who kind of go down into the caves using this weird celestial shard thing that they found some magical powers, and they're trying to fight off the corruption. So it's a family affair through and through, really, and the characters in the game, you unlock them, they're playable, they've all got their own powers, and their job, I guess, is like the, I don't know, like the groundskeepers of the mountain, I suppose, if things aren't...
Yeah, like guardians.
That's it, yeah, and then, as you can imagine, like any sort of high fantasy thing, they've been relaxing, chilling out for a bit, and then all of a sudden, this corruption, this sort of sludge, purple sludge is taken over, and you crawl through loads of dungeons in order to find out what happened, but like I say about this weird narrative thing, is like that celestial shard I was on about, which is kind of in the root of the mountain. Whenever you die, it brings you back to life, you being, whichever character you want to be. And every time you die, it kind of pushes the story forward a bit. Like you get nice vignettes, or you can kind of see like Karate Kid montages of one of the younger kids training with knives and stuff. It's something that we've seen quite a few times, specifically like Hades, which we also covered on the channel, and I've got to say that like until Hades, I thought this was like, oh my god, the freshest thing, and I guess Children of Morta might have thought of it in 2014, but now I've seen two games so close to each other that have got it. But that's the general gist of it anyway. It's this like roguelike game. You go into dungeons, you die, you come back after you learn a little bit more of the story. Whilst you're in the dungeons, you're amassing coins, and you can spend that to level up to make your runs better full time, so you don't lose everything when you die. You can still level up skill trees, all that.
Yeah.
All in this weird, like, nice 8-bit, 16-bit package.
Wow, very nice. I have to say I like the new trend of roguelike games coming out, but keeping some progression. Like you said, Hades has done it. Dead Cells did it as well. Void Bastards recently, that did it as well, where it sort of like saved your progress. I really like this new style of roguelike coming out.
Yeah, I do definitely think it's like the way it's going to go, and I think that like it's so much so that if a roguelike doesn't have that element anymore, people will think that there's something missing.
Yeah.
It's like something so clever about it, whereas like, it's not like you just put in hours and hours into something and gaining no progression. Like, the game kind of adapts around you. I think it's fucking really good, actually, how it's become very trendy at the moment. Like Slay the Spire is another game that I'm playing at the moment, which is a bit more of a card builder as well, but still that same thing. And I don't know. I love a good roguelike, and last year we had stuff like Below that we talked about last time, and you know, I was waiting for something to hit, and then we've got like loads of them come all out at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like, I mean, when we played this at Res, there was a lot of people. I heard a lot of people anyway comparing it to like Diablo, but like 16-bit Diablo. Would you say there's any merit to that?
Not really. I don't know how wrong I am or whatever, but like Diablo to me is like a loot crawler. This isn't really that at all. Like the only things that the enemies drop is either a health potion, which is an instant pickup. It heals a bit of your health straight away. It's only going to help you on that run. Or you get gold, which you can use, like I said, like when you die, you can, like, it's Uncle Ben. By the way, they've all got like really stupid names. They all sound like what like your grandparents' mutual friends would be on Facebook. There's John, there's Linda, there's Margaret, there's Ben. So Uncle Ben actually manufactures, like, I don't know, armor and stuff like that in this little workshop. He's basically got a shed in the back, and you spend the gold on upgrades, but it's not like, you know, purple chest armor, and like it's not like builds. Each character's got a different skill set. So the main guy that you start with is like a sword and shield guy, and then his daughter Linda's got like a blooming bow and arrow. But I wouldn't really say, I don't know where Diablo's kind of come from. Maybe the camera angle and the fact that it's like 2-player drop in drop out co-op as well.
Yeah, I think it was mainly due to like, well, at least from what I remember when I played it, was there was like the primary attack, the secondary attack, and you had like abilities on a cooldown. But I think people are just sort of like generalising it a bit too much.
Yeah, and I just think it's kind of worth mentioning that it's not just because, like, yeah, you know what Diablo fans are like, and you know, if they bought this, they'd probably not like it because they're expecting I don't know, something else. But I think it's core very much a roguelike. But you're definitely right, though. There is like, yeah, that element that you see in Dead Cells as well, where it's like you've got probably a regular attack, a special attack, and then you alternate in pickups. So on this, like, well, let's say John, for example, he's got a regular attack. He's got his special ability is he can bring his shield up. Yeah. But then you've got this special move where you bring down like a hail of swords, but then you can get random pickups and you don't use them, they're passive, but it's very the Binding of Isaac. Things like an eyeball that follows you around, orbits you, and if enemies touch it, they get shocked or burn or something like that. So like the combat's pretty much the focus of this, and I've got to say the combat's closest to out of anything to Hades.
Oh right.
Which it's like it's very much like a Supergiant game, this, you know, very like it's got narrators in it a big amount, and like the way that the camera is in this, I don't know, it's closer to Hades than anything else, I'd say.
Big focus on story.
Yeah, I'd say so. By the way, the beta doesn't really give that much away of it. You get to play like the area that we played, the EGX Res demo, which is like the Silk Caverns, like this 2 floors of spiders and ghouls and stuff, and then you get to fight a spider boss. But when you finish it, like the demo completely resets itself. You lose all your data. So I thought I'd get to finish it like something like Hades, and then you can just jump in with another character. But no, I had to go through the whole tutorial again, which is about 15 minutes long. Do you think it's pretty ballsy for a game company to release a demo like in June when the game's out in September?
I think it shows confidence more than anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like demos, we don't really get them a lot anymore. So usually when a developer releases a demo, and especially when they release a demo, so, well, it's I'd say it's pretty close to release. When they do it, like, I think it shows they're pretty confident about their game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what we played at Res might have been the full game, I think the guy said.
I think it was. From what I know about this demo, you can play as, is it John and Linda? But I remember when we played it at Res, we unlocked a third character, the son, who had like knives and stuff. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's it. He's kind of mentioned in the demo, like you see, like if you die a couple of times, you'll see him training with knives, but then his mum shouts at him saying that she doesn't want him to get lost. But overall, this is one of the most anticipated games for me, just because it's like I don't know, if it ticks all the boxes. It's nicely animated, actiony, roguelike stuff, story, good family connection, very high fantasy, almost to a dorky extent. Like I say, like there's a kid playing with knives, saying that they're an extension of himself. I'm really looking forward to this one, and the fact that it's only been delayed by a month from August till September is actually like pretty exciting.
Yeah, like I have to say I'm looking forward to it as well, because I remember you actually turned me on to this when we were at Res. I had no idea. I'd never heard of it before, and you said, let's go check out this Children of Morta, and played it in co-op, I think, with you and Mike. I played it twice.
Yeah, that's it, you did, yeah.
And yeah, it was really good, so I'm looking forward to it quite a bit as well. I'll probably pick it up when it comes out as well.
We know it's coming to Switch now as well. I don't know if there's information about that, but like that was confirmed to us, and I can't help but think
I believe it is.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason for the delay. You know that Switch things are normally delayed.
This will do so well on Switch as well.
Yeah, it's perfect, especially because it's got simple button combo. You can use the Joy-Cons. You could literally split one off, give it to someone else.
Yeah, co-op.
Yeah, absolutely, and it doesn't look like it's going to be too heavy on the graphics, so it's not having to play at like 540p or whatever.
Yeah. That's Children of Morta, everyone, which is scheduled to release in September for PC, PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. If you like this video, be sure to sub for more stuff like this. We also have a Patreon page, which if you fancy checking that out, that would be much appreciated. Thanks, Jake, for joining us to tell us all about it. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.